It's another cold day in the garage. I got my leaf spring swap kit in from Trail Gear Off-Road. This is a low range kit to swap basically Toyota leaf springs over to your Chevy 63s. This kit was a little over 200 bucks. If you have the means to do so, you could totally make all this stuff on your own. But ordering the kit wasn't too expensive. It's gonna save me a ton of time. I don't necessarily have all the tools to fab all that stuff and do it correctly. So where we're gonna start with this project is we're gonna tear this old rear axle out of the truck. I need to get the shock mounts and everything cut off of the truck because I'm gonna be doing more of like a triangulation setup for the shocks in the rear. And then throughout the process of me doing the rear axle and all that, I am gonna take the time to kind of clean up the frame the best I can while I'm under there, and then seal everything up when I'm done, and then just kind of work my way towards the front of the truck. I'm gonna start by getting the truck up on jack stands, start disassembling the rear axle, getting the shocks pulled off, all that good stuff. We'll see how it goes. Shocks are done. All right, it's the next morning. I just got back from Home Depot. I went and grabbed some new flap discs and some new wire wheels. So got pretty far on the driver's side of the truck last night. Got both of the mounts chopped off and then cleaned up here pretty nicely. Going to move over to the passenger side of the truck, repeat the process. That's the plan for this morning. I'm gonna work with the garage door open for a while so I don't have to breathe all this nasty dust. But lots of work to do. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it and get these frame rails all cleaned up so I can get these leaf springs hung. Spent the last couple hours with a wire wheel and the angle grinder just trying to clean up the frame the best that I could. It's definitely not perfect, but it is a whole lot better than it was when we started. Obviously, this is a 40-year-old truck, so there's no way without taking the body and everything off that I can clean up absolutely all of that surface rust. I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead, grab the leaf springs, get them over here. This is basically the most important part of the process, is getting all of those measurements correct, so everything is nice and straight. I very much underestimated how much work it was going to be to bring these old leaf springs back to life. Getting the bushings out was the hardest part, seeing as how I don't have a press in the garage. So ended up having to drill out all the rubber that I could and then pretty much just hit them with a hammer and a socket until I could get everything out. We got it done. It took me a while, but got them all cleaned up. I just wire wheeled them and then threw some spray paint on them to make them look a little bit nicer before they go onto the truck. Got my new bushings in there. Gonna let them sit here overnight so they get nice and dry. I don't really want to start messing with them while they're all sticky. I went ahead and jumped back under the truck with some wax and grease remover and wiped down the whole frame, at least the back half, as well as all the cross members. So everything back here is looking pretty clean and ready to weld. As soon as I get home from work tomorrow, I'll jump back out here and start trying to get everything measured out. Plans have changed just a little bit. The leaf springs are all nice and dry, ready to go into the truck. However, I am not going to be using this rear axle to do all of the mounting and doing all the measurements and all that. I posted the axle and the old tires and wheels off this truck on Marketplace yesterday. I believe I have someone come look at the axle at the moment, so I am going to go ahead and pull that out of the truck. It's just being held in there by the drive shaft, so should only take a minute. And yeah, I think I'm going to be selling the axle. So to move forward, get the leaf springs in there and measured and figured out where those need to live, I'll just go ahead and use this other axle that I have sitting back here. Gonna go ahead and pull the axle out and get this thing sold. Okay, so I officially sold the rear axle. The guy came and picked it up from me last night, and then I got home from work today and I ended up selling the wheels and tires off of the truck as well. So it officially has no wheels. I have no way of rolling it in and out of the garage, but that leads me to my next surprise, which I basically went and spent the money from the axle on some beadlock rims from my buddy Nate, same guy I got the front axle from, and the rear axle. Basically just rebuilding his truck in my garage at this point. As far as tires go, I had some 37s sitting around in my shed. I have a couple Milestars that are in pretty good condition and some Geolanders laying around that are a little bit less good condition, but they'll still do the job. They still hold air and all that. So I would love to get 2 rims into at least the 2 front tires so I can set the truck back down on its own weight and it's not on all 4 jack stands. Don't necessarily love working under there when it's sitting like this. That's where we're at. So I'm going to jump back into getting the leaf springs hung on the truck. I have a pretty good idea of where all that stuff needs to live. So it's been a couple days since I've been out here in the garage working on the 4runner. My fiance and I took a long weekend out in Florida and went and enjoyed some warm weather for a few days. But I'm back to it. Where I left off was I got the new rims all mounted up on these old tires I had laying around. I got the front bracket mounted onto the frame rail for the leaf spring. And then the rears, I haven't gotten welded up just yet. I need to box in the end of these frame rails just to make them a little bit stronger. Just gonna take some of this square tube that I have laying around. That'll just keep the C-channel section from caving in. Basically, if it takes any impact on the bottom of the leaf or anything like that, this frame's not gonna bend or compress. So yeah, gonna chop this square tube up, get this thrown into the frame rail on both sides, and then we should be able to start getting these leaf springs mounted on the frame rail.
He doesn't like me in here because he always gets embarrassed and then he begs me to film him. So which is it?
A little bit of both, I guess. I don't know.
Pretty much what he's gonna do, he's gonna take this, okay, and it's gonna go.
Yeah, how's it gonna go?
Here.
You're not filming anything.
Oh, here somewhere.
Sure.
But we need to trim it up a bit. Oh, it goes here.
Definitely not.
Wait, where does it go?
Inside of the frame.
Oh, okay, so it goes here. Okay? We need this to go here.
Type shit.
But we gotta trim it up a bit. It's so that we can mount these leaf springs. I've cleaned them up and I painted them. Looking a lot better. I got these mounts, so I put those on there. So yeah, we're gonna get to work on this.
All right. I played with all this stuff a ton off film, just trying to get measurements and everything squared away. For the time being, I did get the axle mounted up to the leaf springs. And basically from here, I just need to go ahead, set the truck on its own weight, double check shackle angles and all that good stuff, triple check all my measurements. Just make sure everything is exactly where I want it to be before I go ahead and weld everything in. What I was just doing was getting the weight of the truck all sitting on the leaf springs. Basically did a little bit more research today and decided on 45 degrees is what I was shooting for. And just got under there with my little digital protractor and somehow we were spot on. I don't have to chop any of these brackets off and redo anything, so I'm super relieved about that. Essentially the next step is to tear everything down, get those brackets finalized and welded on the frame. But yeah, we are chipping away at this thing one day at a time. Have a ton more work to do, so I'm gonna keep going and try to get this thing all tore apart, get some more welds thrown in there, and then we'll go from there. after working on the Chevy 63s for a couple days, I officially got the truck sitting back on its own weight, and it looks so good. I definitely can't call it done just yet. I am waiting to go and pick up the rear axle that I will actually be using in this truck. Basically, it just has the brackets and stuff already set up on the correct sides, so it'll save me some time, and then I'll be able to use this axle for another project. But then once I get that thrown in the truck, I'll be able to figure out shock mount locations, get all that stuff finalized, clean up the rest of the frame and the back half anyways, and get all that stuff painted. Overall, pretty easy process, definitely a little bit tedious, but we got it done. I really just wanted to get the leafs back on the truck so we could get tires on this thing. Something about the truck sitting on jack stands just drives me absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'm very excited. This thing looks awesome. It's definitely come a long way since day one, and we have a ton of work to do still. Really excited to getting this thing painted here in the near future, as well as getting it fired up so I can actually drive it, obviously. If you guys are looking to do some Chevy 63s on your truck, like I said, I got this swap kit off Trail Gear Off-Road. It was like 220 bucks. They definitely didn't sponsor this video, but I'll go ahead and let you know where I got it anyways. Super easy to work with. All the bushings seem to be high quality. And then, yeah, you can get some Chevy 63s pretty much in any junkyard or off marketplace. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I really appreciate all you guys that watch the channel. I will be posting updates and videos every Saturday still. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week.